Robust and effective transportation systems are the foundation of economic growth and societal development. No nation can make significant progress in socialization, economic and political advancement without a robust transport ecosystem. Recognizing the vital role that railways play in driving economic development and connecting communities, President Tinubu has continued and enhanced Nigeria's railway legacy, building on the efforts of the immediate past Buhari administration, which delivered the Lagos-Ibadan rail line. He has committed to maintaining and improving services along this vital corridor. But his vision extends far beyond. The quest to provide Nigerians with cost-effective and environmentally friendly alternative modes of transportation drives the plethora of railway projects across the country. One of the ministry's flagship projects is the revitalization of Nigeria's railway system with the refurbishment of the Abuja-Kaduna rail line, which was upgraded and expanded. The Lagos-Ibadan route, a first standard-gauge double-track railway in Africa, covering approximately 156 kilometers with 9 stations along the main track. This rail line passes through 3 states and is expected to be the busiest in the country, commuting a large number of travelers and goods to decongest the roads. Today, President Tinubu has conceptualized and begun executing the Port Harcourt-Aba train service as part of an ambitious Eastern Rail connection, creating one of the most comprehensive railway networks in Nigeria's history.
It is my singular honor and privilege to commission the train service of Port Harcourt to Aba under the leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, a realization of his renewed hope agenda to bring succor to the people of Nigeria.
We're happy that the rail is back on the line.
An idea, they will have a first impression, they will see by themselves, because seeing is believing. So that by the time we appear for budget defense, they may have little question to ask. So the impression of what is happening is supposed to be addressed to the members of the National Assembly, because they are the ones that are here for the oversight responsibility.
Well, this is a joint committee of the National Assembly consisting of the Senate and the House of Representatives, Committee on Land Transportation. As the Minister said, we have the statutory responsibility of doing oversight on the activities of the Ministry of Transportation. We have appropriated huge amount of money as far back as year 2022, a supplementary budget of 2023, a supplementary budget of 2024. And we are here to see what has been done with the huge amount of money already appropriated by the National Assembly. So far we are impressed with the level of mobilization. The equipment we have seen are first-class equipment, higher technology equipment being deployed for this purpose. And we have seen the construction of the rail tracks. We have seen the rail sleepers. We have seen how the locals are benefiting from this project. We have seen a lot of Nigerians being employed by this company, and we are impressed with that. And we are very happy with what we have seen, and with the project, with the progress of work done, we have no doubt that they will be able to deliver in time. If the funds are released to them in good time, they will be able to deliver this project by 2026.
We appreciate what the minister is doing, particularly in land transportation. And the reason is this: in the face of high cost of fossil fuel, to drive land transport, impacting negatively on it, then the issue of rail transport becomes a necessity. So by the time we divert somewhat into rail transportation, it will take a lot of pressure off fossil fuel, and thereby addressing climate change and all of that.
We've now passed bills establishing zonal development commissions. We have Northeast Development Commission, we have Northwest Development Commission, we have Southeast, we have South-South, and we have North Central Development Commission. This will enable the states in these various zones to come together and put their resources together to invest in things like this railway construction. So we believe that with this progressive action of the National Assembly, all the development commissions will be able to put their resources together to find the necessary finance to invest in railway construction to connect not only the cities but the hinterland.
The status of the project, so we already have an advance of the project. We are working in accordance to the plan. So the project we expect complete in the end of 2026, and we are going in accordance. So we are covering 320 kilometers of a total of 400 kilometers. So everyone could see the massive capacity that we are doing here in the project.
It's really major infrastructure. The progress seems to be very solid.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR has directed the ministry to continue with the execution of all the projects under railway modernization, from Lagos to Maradi, from Port Harcourt to Maiduguri. The idea is to link the eastern and the western port to the hinterland.
President Tinubu's approach to the railway sector is bold, strategic, and all-encompassing. He firmly believes that a modern, efficient rail network is the key to unlocking Nigeria's economic potential. That's why freight operations have resumed earnestly, connecting Lagos to Kano through the inland dry port, marking a significant milestone in Nigeria's logistics and trade. In a historic move, the commissioning of freight services in Kano and Kaduna was celebrated with train rides, symbolizing Nigeria's renewed commitment to efficient freight movement. The massive overhaul of Nigeria's railway system continues, upgrading tracks, stations, and rolling stock to meet international standards, transforming the railway into a model of efficiency and reliability.
From the takeoff, like how many kilometers is it going to cover before it will switch to gas?
Immediately you have started, you can change to gas.
These projects aim to reduce congestion on Nigeria's roads, increase passenger safety, and boost economic growth. That's what the experts say.
Transportation is the artery through which the live stream of all economic activities runs. Without it, economic freezes. And I always want to illustrate this with the fact that, do you know what happened during COVID? Is shut down. Only what happened is shut down of the transportation system. Even some transport and some trailers, food were allowed to move. So immediately transportation shut down, economy is in comatose. So to boost economy, you have to boost your transportation. Because tell me what you can do when you cannot get there on time. You cannot go to your work. You cannot go to school. You cannot even go to your Owambe party. You cannot. Life freezes. And because we are blindsided by, you see, all the monies that we tend to do for palliative and all that make mobility easy for people in the rural area. The price of your plantain, the price of your yam, the price will crash because it is so easy to move things. If you had that due to the issue minus this issue of security, the number one gridlock for anybody in the rural area is transportation system.
The Ministry of Transportation has invested heavily in modernizing railway infrastructure, including new signaling systems, tracks, and stations. These projects are expected to have a significant impact on Nigeria's economy, creating jobs, stimulating trade, and increasing access to markets.
As far as railway is concerned, It had always been a very successful venture. It had really improved the qualities of our lives, of our people, and so on, that they went into a lot of businesses by the use of railway transportation.
During the Yuletide celebrations, Nigerians enjoyed free train rides to and from their destinations. Another legacy of President Tinubu's commitment to supporting citizens.
To experience this. So I was saying, wow, as in where the government are trying, we really appreciate them. God will bless them more and more.
Really a welcome development, and we are really happy. I have an assignment to do in Kaduna, so I came here to see everywhere is crowded. But thank God I'm inside now, so I'm heading to Kaduna right away.
I'm a corps member serving in Command, Kaduna State. From Command to Rigasa, I only spent 1,000 naira. Then from here, normally before it used to be 4,000. At least I can save the 4,000 as a corps member now. At least added to my allowance now.
It was fun. I really enjoyed it.
In addition, the administration has subsidized vehicle of transport fares by 50%. Easing the burden on commuters across the country.
We are happy because we didn't expect to travel. So with the help of the president, we are grateful. So we are paying 12,500 against 25,000.
Paying about less than 20,000 naira to Akwa. The real price is over 50,000.
Another bold step by the Tinubu administration is mitigating the impact of fuel subsidy removal. Compressed natural gas centers are now operational nationwide, supported by the Nigeria Institute of Transport Technology, encouraging individuals and organizations to convert their vehicles and embrace cleaner, more affordable energy sources.
We are all aware of the huge and abundant natural resources of gas this country is endowed with that cut across the various geopolitical zones of the country. We are looking at how this resource can be used to improve the Nigerian transportation system.
To make Nigeria a hub for supplying manpower, experts say it is a value chain that is viable for sustainable transport system. Since assumption as President of Nigeria on May 29, 2023, President Tinubu has also revitalized Nigeria's specialized institutions. The Federal University of Transportation in Daura, which previously was Vice Chancellor, is now fully operational, hosting academic activities and effective administrative leadership. The Chinese company CCECC, handling projects in Nigeria, has undertaken various corporate social responsibility projects, including building a complex in the specialized university.
As expected, there will be infrastructural improvement that has taken place, but most remarkably is the issue of the studentship. At least the population has increased now to virtually 600, and the university is completing its second year, which is a remarkable progress in the life of the university. So, and of course, there is the issue of recruitment of more academic staff and the paying of attention to their welfare. I think those are significant strides that have been made. It is expected that by the next 2 years now, we should be graduating students to start with. We also expect our externship to have been formalized and structured properly to the extent of having an exchange program for our students. Then, of course, we also expect that the university will gain some traction in terms of more infrastructure, particularly the hostel for the students, energy supply, and of course quotas for the lecturers, which is part of what is meditating again at the attraction of quality lecturers in the university right now.
Intend to build capacity for Nigerians and beyond, and not only for rail, air, but for water, including inland waterways. And that's why we established a program called Inland Waterways Safety and Administration, so that the mishap we are having in our inland waterways, we know it is as a result of lack of capacity over time. Very old boats, and also without sufficient knowledge to drive those boats in our inland waterways. That's why it created programs that are not related to transportation. Only those courses that are related to transportation, including logistics and supply chain, and also including moving of services and goods. The AKK you are seeing, Ajakuta Kaduna Kano gas pipeline, is transportation. The moving of gas from Nigeria through North Africa to Europe is also transportation. So we are building capacity in all those areas. And also in ferry, not only in that, but in what we call e-hailing, developing apps that you can move your goods without actually seeing the goods, buying goods without actually seeing the goods, and taking them from one point to another within and outside the country, and with collaboration with other universities within and outside Nigeria. We are sure the sky will be the beginning, not only the end.
The idea of the university itself is a specialized university. What made it specialized? Because we have specialized courses that they are going to undertake training in both character and learning, so that they are going to take over the transportation sector of this country. The President and Commander-in-Chief has placed transportation as one of the key priority areas of his administration. That is why we are ready to ensure that this university has taken off. They meet up to the standard of the National Universities Commission, the standard of JAM, and even international standard.
His visionary leadership has also paved the way for a new national land development policy, currently awaiting approval from the Federal Executive Council. Meanwhile, the Federal Ministry of Transportation is working closely with Lagos State to establish the Blue Line Railway, promising a brighter future for generations to come. The ministry estimates that the railway projects will save commuters time, reduce transportation costs, and increase economic productivity.
There is a direct evidence, well established, that your economy, GDP, grows with your correct, appropriate investment in transportation system. Most people don't want you to feed them. They want you to facilitate their economy. The key word about transportation is coordination and integration. Because if you fly, you will end up on the road. If you go by road, you will end up on the road. If you go by water, so transportation must be integrated.
Despite progress, challenges remain, including funding constraints and security concerns, which the ministry says it is addressing.
All what has been released so far is not enough. 85% of the money that is meant for this project is to come from outside. The Ministry of Finance has to do a lot of work to get the money released. I understand the Minister of Transportation has been going to a number of places to make sure that the money is released in good time.